So buttons. So this is brainwashing, you see? This is what happens when you stay in Babylon too long. How do you feel about homosexuality?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's fine, isn't it? Yeah? How do you think your father would feel about it? So how do you think your father would feel about it? If you went to Sierra Leone and you said to them, it's okay, how do you think they'd feel? You think they feel fine? No point. Don't you know what they do to you? They put a tyre around you and they light a fire.
Is that okay? It's killing the murder.
How did you get here without a mother and a father?
A father and a mother.
A father and a mother.
Yeah.
But that's not the question.
That's the point. You wouldn't be here asking all these questions.
Yeah, but you can have both.
A father and a mother.
And also same.
Could you hear if you had two men created?
Technically now, actually, it's so.
Can two men create? So where does he put it? He's behind.
You can actually make egg cells from the skin cells.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking.
In the future.
This is the white man science. That's wicked. You understand? That's why.
I'm just saying, so technically we could.
That's why you got Ukraine.
You guys can have a baby.
Russia.
Technically.
Right?
Can I do more?
No,
He's a Jake.
He's a Jake, but he's brainwashed. He's just brainwashed by her people.
My mum says so well.
Yeah, but you're your father. You're your father. That's who you are, by your father. But you've been brainwashed by the white people. You never know yourself. You're like, gay people are alright. Drink bacon! Bro, drink bacon! Drink bacon! Bacon! Huh? Do you eat bacon? Stay away from the bacon. Sleep in it though.
It says here.
Look at these guys. These guys just really know us. Look at them. My gosh, man. I can't wait for the Lord to allow us to get our hands on these guys.
It says here, 2 Amos chapter 6, verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Russia's coming. And Russia and Ukraine, they're Edomites, they're friends, but now they're fighting against each other. White on white crime, bruv.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Okay, because the water system, before it starts to maintain it, you have water reduction, like in America, right? Yes? They're trying to reserve some the water in California, but Nestle, they're bringing their business to bottle water from the same reservoir. That's straight ridiculous. It's like you're trying to save water, but to make money, they're going to use the water to sell it over here in the door. I'm always going to run out in no time. That's straight as there, but even in Greece, even in Greece, the mountains, obviously, people forget as well, in 2000, I think it was 2014, when they had a recession and stuff like that. Remember the 2008 one? But when they could only draw out £60 worth, okay, equivalent in over here, but they had no water in their fountains. Okay, they took all the water out because they need to, if they go into economic class, they understood that they need to reserve as much as they can. So the fountain, people were getting water from the fountains, and they stopped on the water source. They turned it off. People don't understand, man. That what's it called in Trafalgar Square, people throwing their paintings in it. That shit's gonna chart, we're gonna go in there and drinking that shit, you know what I'm saying? I see people that's going for a swim. You know, people speaking that.
The animal, isn't it, bro? You gotta realise this man, it's only that he's in power, he's portraying, he's projecting this kind of clean persona. But wait till when it falls apart. You see a lot of them, the way they look, babies, man.
They go back to their feral ways.
Greasy hair and, you know, all hunched over. They barely wake up and brush their teeth and wash as it is.
They love their dogs, they love their mutts.
I prefer animal within them. I'll take animal over Edomite anyway. They're into bestiality, they marry their animals. You know what I mean? These are wild creatures, bro. They're beasts, man.
Tell you what, that guy must be the king. You know, he's like, it says here, 2 Amos chapter 6, verse 25, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told you shall escape, and that will be the elect. Hopefully they're part of that number. It says here, and shall see my salvation and the end of your world. Okay?
You see the end of this world. And that don't mean that it's going to explode. That means the age. The end of this age. He's had 3 months. This is his 4th back and he's out. You see the end of a so-called nation ruling that we always go into. The Egyptians ruled. They're not there no more. The Babylonians. Yeah? Even Eglon, the so-called Moabite, he ruled. Darius, Cyrus, they ruled. The Egyptians ruled. But where are they now? The Edomites are ruling now, yeah? And they would make you believe that they've been ruling from the beginning of time. When you look at these Egyptian films, they're white people from the Egyptian so-called dark
Unless they was to portray when Deuteronomy got in there, which they don't. Let's say they was there from the start. It's only when Deuteronomy got in there, that's when he got that way. Nefertiti, like she was, Cleopatra, but she was a Caucasian woman. Okay, that took after the customs of the Babylonians. It says here,
yeah, so we just out there breaking down the lies, man. It's been uncovered, man. We know who we are and we know what's coming. That Bible tells us everything we need to know. But we need to connect back the blacks, Hispanics. Where's your father from?
Nigeria.
Oh, so Igbo and Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Oh, so they're Israelite. They're Israelite, yeah. That's the Israelite.
It says here.
Don't worry, she's going to get a melanin back, bro. And then chariots, you know? She makes it. She's going to build up with the melanin in her flesh.
It says here, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 25, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation, and the end of your world.
Escape. And the salvation, man, to be saved, that's what it is, man, salvation. We need salvation, we need to be saved. Because every morning we wake up in this wicked ass place, man, it's irksome. Seeing men holding hands and all that, women carpet munching, but a lot of our people are settled with this. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. No, man. Get away from these Romans. These Romans are going to taste nuclear missiles soon, man. They're going to be launched. You know? We're going to see some real fireworks. Yeah? Read.
It says here, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 26, and the men that are received shall see it,
Right?
who have not tasted death from their birth.
Right, because the Lord has an elect. We're not going to see from, because it tells you in John how the Lord has a certain amount what helped him build all the elements, and that was the elect. You know what I mean? So we was made from the beginning to serve the Lord.
Plus, also, what is it? And it's proves to you not everyone's going to die. There's going to be people that are still alive. Okay? Because it tells you, blessed is he that lived to see the fall of his enemy. If nobody is alive, okay, that's what you're going to read. That's what it says, not everyone's going to be happy. They're going to perish of their own righteous. We may, some of us will be put to death, okay, to be martyrs to prove our faith. Okay? Outside of that, there will be some of the elect that will be alive and be translated in the heavens. Okay? As it says here, the men
The son shall not see death.
Yeah. Shall not taste death until they see the Lord, the Son of the Most High come. It says here, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth,
There you go.
and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. Okay, and that's what we're translating. It says here, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which shall be so long without fruit shall be declared.
And that's why we want to change to the God. Because when this man's in charge, it's pure corruption, man. There's a lot of thievery, death, destruction. There's a lot of madness on the earth when they eat the man. So we need to change to the God. The Lord is going to come will put us back, the Israelites, where we belong. And the hegemon at the top. You know what I mean? They're the ones who are going to rule, because this planet was made for us anyway. But he's got to give it over to the Israelites, our big brother. It goes back to the blessing, man. Genesis, when he said that Esau, his blessing was to rule the earth in dispensation. The Lord of Isaac said, thy blessing, you shall live by the sword. Get the earth by the sword, but not forever. You know? Alright, Jake? Alright. Yeah? Stop going in that shop about alcohol. You're making a millionaire.
Yeah, he's robbing me of my pennies.
Yeah, I see it, man.
They rob us of our millions or they rob us of our pennies. You know, it don't matter what side we're on. They rob us of our millions.
No, well, we're going to rob them soon.
And they rob us of our pennies.
Yeah, we're going to rob them soon. That's why Ukraine is fighting Russia.
Yeah.
Soon we're going to get our hands on them. Yeah? Just like they put our hands on us, we're going to get our hands on them.
They'll take our pennies or our millions.
Yeah, don't worry. The same one gets them. Yeah, it's true. I went to God now, but that's like right. When I looked at something so black like, he was like, I was crazy. Yeah?
What he said, look at the money, they don't the money in Africa, they carry the money.
They steal everything.
They go and they go Canada, and not tell them where America is. And he said, if you want black people in this country, and you get that crime, they lock you up and send you to prison. But if a white man go to Africa, he do anything, can't kill someone, and get away with it.
Yeah,
You understand that?
he's got the rulership. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. But he's got the rule, you've got to understand. The earth, it tells you, the Bible tells you that God gave the white man the rulership of the planet for dispensation of time. Yeah? But then he's going to take it from it. Same way you get into it, you're going to take it from it. Because the white man will have you believe that you're going to have his own life. You understand?
When you say comment, I say, oh, it's true, the man planted, it's true, everything, what happened, he likes it. I mean, when you say, boy, you can't go in this country and do a crime, they lock you up. You can't live and go to Africa. Go in Africa in the country, and you do this, and they're white and do the same crime, they don't lock them up.
Yes, because the white man runs the world at the moment. The white man and the black woman, they run it together. Come on.
Alright,
That's
that's it.
yeah, that's even the snake.
Yeah, that's his pitbull, isn't it? His pitbull.
It says here, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
We're wearing at the pavement, young ladies. You know, you're up and down, wearing at the pavement.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, speak in the ears of the Israelites. Do that, speak in prophecy.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right, prophecy. It's in our mouths, guys. Speak in words. Not our own words, speak in the Bible. It's like these ones says, I don't believe in the Bible. I'll speak my own words. I'll put behind my back and I'll speak my own words. The Lord said, speak these words. Why? Because these words are powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword. Yeah?
Says here, and I will cause them to be written in paper, so they are faithful and true.
Right, they are faithful and true. That these prophecies, everything in this Bible is coming to pass. Faithful and true. Yeah?
It says here, fear not the imaginations against thee.
Right, we're not supposed to fear the imaginations. Like people find stuff at our camera. You know what I mean? The white man here laughing. Right, but what did he say? He that laughing now shall weep and mourn. Yeah? So we're not supposed to fear, you know what I mean, anything like that, read?
So see, fear not the imaginations against thee,
Right.
let not the incredulity of them trouble thee,
Right,
that
don't
speak
let the
against thee.
unbelief. We don't care if you don't believe. The Bible says, Romans says, what if some do not believe? We didn't believe we was going into slavery. Like, did we? Yeah. was sold 400, 500 years, free labor. Not even to us. The Bible says, what if some did not believe? We're going into nuclear war, and you know it. That's what the Bible says. The missiles are going to be launched. White and white crime, we can see it now. Yeah? What if some did not believe? Read.
It says here, fear not the imaginations against thee,
Right.
and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee,
Right.
that speak against thee.
Right, and they come up here and they're not actually speaking against us, they're speaking against the Bible. We're just the messengers, man. Right, and telling you what the Bible says, whether you're going to listen to it or not. You know what I mean? Right, and to tell our people that come back to the Most High, keep His laws, statutes, and commandments, and you might find yourself going to heaven, getting your rulership back. And right here telling the other nations, especially the white man, that what he's done, he's got to go into slavery, but he's going to go through wars, famines, say what he done to us, it's going to happen to him. This is what we're right here telling you. But don't take it out on us. This is what God says, it comes out of the Bible. Yeah?
So it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right, all you unfaithful Israelites are going to die with the white, Hispanic, everyone, all of them. Okay? Hispanics here are going to die. Jake's going to die. 2/3 of our people are going to die. But a lot of these nations are going to be swallowed up as well.
It says here, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death and destruction.
Right, you're going to bring famine, death, the sword, Ukraine, Russia, they're dropping bombs, that's the sword. Yeah? But it's going to escalate, it's going to get worse. Like I said, we're coming to the end of the Greco-Roman Empire. Yeah? Finished, it's over. Stick a fork in like hooked.
For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Like that transition to the original past. I watched that transition from a black man, snotty geezer, to a blonde hair with hard face. This place is wicked and it needs burning. Fire is a good cleanser. So we need to cleanse this place with fire. More fire. The J. Crew does is coming down all day long. All day long. It's before that. Up and down, up and down. Alright, here comes the gear. So I'll show you a video. My friend sent me. Yeah? I'll show you quickly. My foreign face. Who's that? That's not it. That's just coming down. That's what he does. He's coming down. He said to that, he said, yeah, do you see that guy walking up and down? I said, yeah, I see him driving. Walking up and down, up and down. And that's why we need to get out of here, because he's Edomites, he's white people are destroyed us. He's told that we're monkeys, baboons, we're worthless, useless. We're royalty. Where are you going to find out that you guys are royal people? You put the royal people in slavery. And the Lord is going to get you. He's going to send that big angry black guy to get you. Yeah? It's coming. It's coming to get the white folk. Will be enslaved.
It's their pride that people
Yeah, you see where they want to, yeah, they know you can see it.
Exactly. But it's just that pride that uplifting. That's how it's
Really, they would have gone on their knees and like, no!
It's their pride, but
Yeah.
it's always, it says that when they start trying to shoot and fight, how shy,
Yeah,
which is
they
our
does,
Lord.
they does.
They're terrified, but they does fight.
Yeah.
Because it's like they got to follow orders, isn't it?
But maybe it's to put the spirit in them to fight. Come on, bro, we see them things. No, you can't fight them. They say they got the spirit. I want some action. Yeah, what's some action?
So it's saying, the real mentality.
Yeah. That black guy, bro, when he's going to tell you, he's going to betray them, bro. The X.
So it's saying, it's like 7 foot like that.
I'm going to be tall like that, bro. I'm going to be tall like that, bro. You're going to see that black guy come out of that chariot. He's going to be tall. And all these people are going to be shitting themselves. He's a black guy, by the way. And he's in their cracker, bro.
So it's here, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
We've seen that now, the plague, and the main one is going to be the Greek on this side. Was it Delta Crop? They've got one called Delta Crop, man. They've heard of it?
I know you've got a super son.
They've got Delta Crop. I showed my sister yesterday. Delta Crop.
What's that Russian son?
They said it's come from, they said it come from Ukraine now.
Okay, shit.
Lying motherfuckers. All of a sudden it's come from Ukraine. Delta Crop. Yeah?
It says here, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer or allow them in those things in which they could wickedly exercise themselves.
Right, that's what he's saying. It's all this LGBTQ stuff. The Lord has allowed you to exercise it for a little purpose. He said, you're doing all this, but God ain't done nothing. If there is a God, why ain't he done nothing? Now he's doing it. You know what I mean? Because you exercise yourself in it. Now he's showing you there is a God. Yeah? And you're going to find out the hard way when you're burning up in that 1,000,000 degrees nuclear, intercontinental, ballistic missile.
What?
But first you're going to go through famines. You know, it's all written in this Bible. For slavery, it's not paid for slavery. They've never touched us, that's what he's saying. She'll never put her hands in us, called us monkeys, baboons, because that's calling God that. You know what I mean? And he don't take no prisoners, man. Allah Shadra, terrible demon-like power in that. And he don't see terrible demon-like power. You know?
So it says, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right, and that's the dead, our shy, man. Saw the ones that were slaves for the our shy, you know? And the ones that are dying, you know, the slave trade, the blood, they continually cry. And the Lord is and he's doing it now, you know?
Verse 9, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Right, he said, I'm surely going to avenge them. Who's them then? The Israelites, he's chosen. He said he's going to avenge us. Yeah? That means he's going to start taking you down, putting plagues upon your world. Right? You know?
It says here,
How do you feel about Ukraine and Russia, sir? Right? It's good to us. White and white crime, we've been waiting for it. First it was black on black, now it's white on white crime. Let's have more of it.
God, it says here, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Right, and our people, the Israelites, are led as a flock to the slaughter.
Right?
By their philosophies, man. You know, telling us, oh, it's all right for you to hold another man's hand. And a lot of our people when in Rome, do as the Romans do, you know? They've taken on that philosophy. But you're supposed to say, no, stand steadfast. You're saying, well, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's my righteousness. You know? What do? They surrender. Because why? They've been broken down. They don't know who they are. The Lord took it away from us, but now he's giving us back. To the elect, that is. A lot of our people ain't going to make it. 2/3, the majority of our people won't die with the white man. When the nuclear war and the plagues, in the transition, you know, when the chariots come, you know, blast these people, world the world star, you know, Independence Day star. At first, you're going to go through the calamities.
It says here, but I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Right, and now he's not going to suffer us to dwell in the land. Mainly that's talking about America, because that's the modern day Egypt. Even though, like you say, we've got where the cracker is. He's got his Egyptian philosophies. But that's talking about America. That's going to be the first. Israel's going to be the first saint from America. He's not going to get America is modern day Egypt. He tells you that in Revelation. Sodom and Egypt. Yeah?
He will bring back Judah first. Okay.
Raise up the tents as
So that the other nation, the other tribes, they're ready to hear it. It says here,
That's where Judah is. Majority of Judah is in America.
that's perfect order. It says here, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before,
Right,
and will destroy the land thereof.
Right, so it shows you as before. When did that happen? When was this other Egypt? He said he's going to smite with the same plagues. So he's going to smite England, America with the same plagues as when they had us in slavery in America. Yeah? We're seeing it now, the plagues. Yeah? America gets the worst plagues, man. They get tornadoes, but they ain't got the earthquakes yet. When do they start getting those earthquakes down there? Then you're getting torn up with tornadoes. That's like that's a long way, that's a long way, man. That's like America's got tornado No, he's fucking that place up, man. That's Satan, isn't it? That's where Satan goes in America. Yeah. Man, snakes of America, man.
It says here, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Right, Egypt, like you said, is America. He's not talking about old Egypt. Look at that place, it's already a dust bowl. You know what I mean? And he said, as before. You know? So that's past tense. You know?
It says here, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation.
Right, and that's happening in America right now as we speak. There's a place down in America where it's so dry, and they can't plant it. You know? Nothing there. And the rain, it's not raining so much, so they're not getting the land. It's not getting replenished yet. Not replenishing the land. The Lord is holding back the rain. So the blazes and blazing things to see their life.
Naturally, you can't have that H2O. Without that H2O, nothing can thrive. Okay?
Remember back in the day when they said it's white is right, so white is right. Remember that? Not anymore.
Yeah, nobody was
Get to the back black, remember? Get to the back black and white is right. You know what I mean? Well, these guys don't even white no more, bruv. You know what I mean? It's the last thing when he's a white man in these days.
That's that curse, the original curse in Genesis, when he said he needs to flee because when people see him, that mark, they put him to death.
Yeah, but the Lord said you can't because sevenfold. Because the Lord wants to get hold of the white man. Personally, he's got a vendetta.
Personal vendetta,
Yeah, he's got a vendetta against them, Josh. You know what I mean? Because that's what it says when he first comes. Where's he going? Who's that coming from? Edom, from Basra. Like, first man he's getting is the Edomite. You know what I mean?
It says here, woe to the world and to them that dwell therein.
Right, woe is destruction. Destruction to this world, bro. You know? And that's what's coming, man. The missiles are going to be launched, man. These nuclear missiles. That's what I said. That's why Russia is sharpening it up. Ready. Shoot them out the silos, you know? And Biden now is cowering like the little coward he is.
Oh wait,
We're gonna send them no missiles, but don't shoot them on us, Russia. Russia said they don't care. They're gonna start offering them gold and silver soon, innit? And he said, I don't want no gold and silver. They're gonna regard them gold and silver. They're gonna blast you to snips, man.
so it's here, for the sword and their destruction draweth near.
Right, the sword in your destruction, bruv, draw near. You can see it. Every day you wake up, every second what ticks by, every minute, every hour, we're moving closer to nuclear war, man. That fire, you know what I mean? That cleanser. We need it. There's too many LGBTQs in this world. There's too many things, man. I mean, the devil should clean that in this world, man. Hades! He's going back to Hades!
Fiery furnace is the perfect setting.
Yeah. Go back to Hades, man.
It says here, for the sword and their destruction draweth near, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, let's think about Russia and all these companies, America and all their companies. They're going to stand up and fight. Now this one, it tells you, ain't going to be that normal one. Isaiah 9 and 5. It tells you how this one's going to be. When they stand up and fight, they're going to be with swords and clashing and all that in the old age, you know. This is how it's going to be.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise,
That's how it used to be.
and garments rolled in blood.
Right, the man fighting intimate and close. Cheap. And watching the William Wallace in all them films. And knights at the round table, you thought it was fighting close to close combat. That's how it was, but this one's going to be different. This world war is going to be different, right?
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
This is going to be with burning and fuel and fire, World War III. It's going to be different, right? Yeah. Right, so that's what it's going to be. It's going to be fuel and fire.
I get Isaiah 54:16.
Now just go back to it.
It says here, for there shall be sedition amongst men,
Right, sedition, man.
and invading one another.
Right, and that's what we was talking about. There's going to be uprising against neighbours, sedition among men. You know, no one's going to regard anything, man. There's going to be everyone for themselves, and we know what happens with everyone for themselves. No one gives a shit, man. You know what I mean? It's only family and friends. You know, close friends. You know, stick together, and all nations going to hang up on each other. Like the Chinese man will go back to the Chinese. Yeah? The Japanese man will go back to the Japanese. All these mixed relations are not what's going to happen. You know, what they call it? Interracial relationship. Well, that's going to happen with them. But they're going to need to turn back to their own people. You understand? So it's going to be sedition, man. Uprising. We're seeing a lot of that at the moment. Uprising. The government with this so-called coronavirus. Uprisings down in England, in the middle of London. They didn't shout on the TV. But there's going to be a lot more uprisings, man. There's food. There's lack of food. What is living going to do? Going to London.
Yes, my brethren then.
Have a fight. Women can't
Yes, my
fight.
brethren then.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, yeah?
Yes, star.
Yeah, man.
Yes, star. Yeah.
Yes, king. Says here,
Your pom-poms out, innit? You know, like these cheerleading. Hey, big. Sing, big.
what can we say to the guy? Where you from? You guys know where you from? He's trying to get him to answer him. To say that Benjamin,
Oh, okay.
Benjamin is not good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nah, man, them videos. But it says here, they shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Right, we're seeing that. Government officials, we're not going to regard them.
Yeah.
When Boris Johnson talks about what we're going to have to do.
How's he the Prime Minister? Somehow he can't get his hair fixed. Everything else is done, but he can't get a haircut.
Americans, when they laugh at him when they see that, right?
Yeah, his hair looks like they just come out and, essentially, that's all he's trying to do. They went nothing in this time. He does a speech and he goes limping back. Okay, they need to be kind of in those rituals. Some people don't like him doing a speech because it's like, you got the corona thing wrong, and then they had to, someone, he automatically got the corona. They obviously taught him to do certain things, so he was back out in Weimar. So it shows you that they took him backstage, okay, gave him a script or whatever to go by.
Yeah, they read the teleprompter.
No, but he was messing up the he wasn't answering no questions and none of that stuff. Then when he came back out now, he knew everything. You know? But it says,
Take the heads up, innit?
yeah.
Ready for the nuclear war? Ladies? Right. Let's go for the nuclear war. Ready for N598? Maybe we'll TikTok. The TikTok's going to
Yeah, that generation's over. know my brother's okay. The only reason why my brother's okay is because he has us, but technically he's still French, we don't do shit, but at the same time, the rest of that generation's got it.
TikTok society, innit? And then
Microwave,
social
yeah.
media society.
It's a microwave society, everyone's things now and they don't want to work for it. Yeah. Says here,
It's so good to see the white crowd. I like to see that. I like the Ukraine. I feel like Russia. The Ukraine.
Oh, Russia that way.
No, we like it. Hey, let's have a round of applause.
We like Russia.
White crowd. Hey.
says here, they should not
very much. They watch the news and they talk about Russia, demon, oh, Russia there. They got a clue. It's them, they're the devils.
Remember, that's their society. You can't really blame them.
Yeah.
They're just following their society.
Yeah, I don't blame them. They're fucking idiots.
It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right.
Which means they're going to take up arms, militias are going to form. That's when you get sedition amongst men. Okay, because they're going to, like, when you saw them Edomites running up into like the chancellor's house and stuff, okay, let Negroes do that.
Yeah, what about the government, American government?
That's what I'm saying.
American Congress and all that.
Yeah,
They would have been shooting niggas. You know what I mean? They would have been shooting black people dead if they ran up in the Congress like that. Because they were white people, now we got to start crying over Russia. White people, don't give the white people a die. This will cry. This will get sympathetic. Fuck them. That's what I'm saying. Kill each other, man. We've been waiting for that. Right, wait.
It says 2 Amos chapter 15 verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Wow, this is what's coming, man. They're gonna have all tanks in the city.
You're cordoning off the roads.
Yeah,
the M25s, like, you won't be able to get out of the M25 soon. Okay, because when the shit really hits the fan, that's the reason why they have these, no highways.
Yeah, that's why they're blocking up. Yeah, they're blocking up the roads because now they're gonna have to funnel the people. You know what I mean?
And you've got these, what's that thing they built in, they moved from West Ham to Stratford, the arena. Because they're going to have the arenas, that's why they're
concentration camps and all that.
Yeah.
Usually stadiums, football stadiums. Yeah, for concentration camps. You don't realise that these so-called elites have got very plans, they've got plans for these people.
And it's only, notice now, that one is one way you can get
You get stoned to death if you see them. Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
It says here, look at 2 Amos chapter 16 verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For the city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick forest in the cleft of the rocks. The people be hiding. Well, these tanks are like dirty tricks and that nothing to be concentration, man. People are right. Yeah, we're going to still have to do that kind of escape there. But maybe our peasants, whatever. So that's going to have to do the people, the food that can get taken, and the majority of them is led by the government to go somewhere and then get trapped up. Yeah? It says here, 2 Amos chapter 15, verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be destroyed, the houses shall be destroyed, and
no
men...
more proud of person than the Edomites, man. Caucasian people. We're going to rule forever. They're in the 40s, you know, so they're in the 40s that they're going to rule forever, man. They can't never see themselves going down, you know? But they're really the leaders of that blessing, that sword. But like they said, they come up against an adversary who's got just as much as them or even better. How do you feel about Ukraine and Russia? What do you think? Sad. What do you feel about Somalia and Mogadishu? Huh? You know what you think is sad because it's blonde hair, blue-eyed people like that. Yeah, but you see what's happening to the black people in the UK? Yeah? Everyone's not saying, oh, what's happening? Where ain't helping you? What are you doing to the black people? How come you're not doing anything about that? See what I mean? Hypocrisy, you see? And we will clap when we see that, like Russia. Lying up blonde head and blue eyes. We give them a round of applause. We love Putin. We love Putin. We love Putin.
Audience will have
Oh,
them
we're
in
gonna get
a
my
dish.
Russian flag tomorrow.
Nuclear explosion.
I'll get my Russian t-shirt tomorrow. We love Putin. You know what I mean? Because we love him. Yeah?
No friends to move over.
We love what he's doing, innit? Yeah, we love him. Right, you hate him?
No, man.
What, don't you like Putin?
No, I want to take a gun to shoot.
What, you like Zelensky?
I'm drunk and so you're not here?
No, we ain't him really. Found my way, I'd chop his
He's
head off.
better than Biden, isn't he? He don't tell us many lies.
He's a warning, isn't it? Putin's a thing, isn't Yeah, blow his head off.
Biden, too much lie, Biden, I tell you.
He's on his way out, man. Biden.
Exactly.
Biden's pooing on himself and all of that shit. He can't even control his bowels. How's he going to control America?
That me, I said. That me, I said.
If he could shoot himself in France,
And he can't even stay with his wife for some time together.
What's wrong with Putin? He's better than Boris Johnson, isn't he? He's better than Boris, isn't he? Fucking Boris is a twat.
No, Boris is a twat.
Yeah, Boris is everybody a mother
even the
to
drunk man, they brainwashed the drunk
Of
man.
course he's drunk, man. Of course he's more tired.
Yeah. Putin, because they're flashing it. Putin's a Nazi. Putin's this and that now, man. He's the good guy in this game.
Yeah, make him butter up him brother them.
Yeah.
And bring them down Narati. The whole long them are real. A time them fall, innit?
They're gonna fight. All of them gonna fight. White on white crime, man. Allow it. Yeah. Let it happen. That's what I say. Let it happen.
And they're not even destroying Ukraine. It's an internal.
No, they're not.
It's an internal war. Okay, all they're doing is removing. What's the name? Their own person. That's all they're doing.
All these, see all these people that are showing on the TV and getting blown up. That's Kosovo and all different places what again. They're not happening in Russia. They're lying, man. You got these people believing that Russia's blowing up children. That's some garbage.
If that was the case, you can still get a plane or travel to Russia right now. You can book a hotel in Russia right now. If there really was a war in Russia,
Propaganda.
you would be able to book a hotel and get a train into Kiev. What is it? Kiev. You could get a train into the heart of Kiev. There would be no
Propaganda, isn't it? It's right, people. That's what they're using.
propaganda, man.
Yeah.
That's why they tell you 90% of the media is fake, isn't it?
The devil's in it. You know, the devil's going to use that. Propaganda.
That's how they got into freaking Afghanistan.
All them places. That's what they use the media. That's why they drop bombs on 9/11. Propaganda. Weapons of mass destruction. Oh, tank traps and all that madness.
America can have nukes. Everyone else has weapons of mass destruction.
Israel can have nukes. Everybody else, Iran can't have it, so they can bully them. North Korea can't have it, so they can bully them. The peacemaker, innit? That's why they had the peacemaker. You know the one, man? You know what they call the peacemaker? Yeah. When they had it, there was peace in it, you know what I mean? Don't say nothing, you know? Yeah. Don't say nothing. There's peace in it, you understand? Don't say nothing. But that's what his weapon is going to be his downfall. Those weapons that he's made is going to kill him.
Says here, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled.
Because of their pride, their cities are troubled now. Look at them. The financial system is kaput, man. They're printing money, hyperinflation. You know, the Bank of England can't put it up there, that interest rates up, because it will cause a financial crash. Because they didn't back up their money with gold and silver. They were just printing this fake money and monopoly money. You know?
It says here, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Even men it tells you going to be faced. What about these women and children? When this place falls apart. That Wonder Woman spirit is going to be taken down. That's being affected. You know? God. And this stinky fatty ain't going to save them either.
I know, because at that time they're going to have
Washing no pampers, you know, fanny sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're going to smell like rotten fish guts, you know, all that. Oh, man. No one's going to want a woman back in that day, oh, yeah, the bait. It's called yeah, they call it chopping.
Yeah,
chopping. Chopping. Yeah.
They can smell like moles.
It's lovely, the fish head and everything. Yeah, the guts and everything. Chumming, isn't it, huh?
That shark comes through. Trust me, because you're going to have like zoo animals breaking out, man.
Yeah.
Like in, what's that movie?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, yeah. So trust me, they're going to sniff out women quick.
Yeah.
Like a guy, he could go like at least a month ago. If he's not exercising all that, he could go.
Yeah, but she underneath bleed, innit?
Yeah.
Because the bear, innit? You know, like a bear. You smell that blood, innit? You know what I mean? You have to dash the woman away, innit? Get away from me, man. They can dare come up in the yard.
You know what I'm saying? It says here. That's what it says in the book of Eli, in the movie, he goes, he knew there was people there, he didn't even smell them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was blind. It says here, 2 Amos chapter 15, verse 19. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Right. Like you say, home invasions, man. When there's no food, yeah, you go to your Tesco's now, you go to your little burger shops and all that, when there's no food, people are going to be running up in other people's houses, taking their grub and that, you know? Cannibalism. When they run out of food, people are going to be eating each other up in this place, man. Cannibalism's coming back, man. And pets going to be on the plate as well, with the peas and all that, you know? With the peas and the potato and these juicy hind legs. That little Vietnam name, man. What do you mean? I see them now. You mean one with the juicy hind legs?
It says here, even the serpent, you know what I'm saying?
Some stupid glasses side up.
Even the serpent. It says here, 2 Kings